Tonight, from the Superdome in New Orleans, it's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. Saints taking on Dak Prescott and the Washington Commanders.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Caesar Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Washington Commanders and the New Orleans Saints. Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
One of 2 spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. As we get a peek at their dynamic signal caller hailing from Mississippi State, it's Dak Prescott.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
Dak going to start out going to the air. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Just 1 catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the 1st.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Prescott to throw it. Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 41 yards. And the Commanders are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. Taken in at the 3. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. Leading him out, the former Stanford man. At quarterback, it's Davis Mills.
And you have to figure that this is a confident quarterback who gets the start here. Coming off of a victory in round one, team doesn't have to travel. They get another home game here in the divisional round. And I know it sounds cliche, but playing at home, huge for a quarterback, huge for his team. They want to take advantage of it.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is going to have a Saints first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3 and out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 40. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
A give to Kamara running right. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They go play action. Mills. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. They'll
somewhere, but not where I would normally throw it.
wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Here's Kamara trying to run for it, and he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson down at the 25.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Olave holds it in. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And the defense closes quickly there. And he'll get maybe a yard to the 33. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to run for it with Pollard. He won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at about the 14. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball,
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Mills throw caught by Olave. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right, because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Kamara up the middle. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. A 10th carry for Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Mills. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have taken the lead.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That time a 9-play drive. And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw into the hands of McLaurin. The 20. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation.
Bullshit.
Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 60 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Kamara trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara punching it in from a yard away as they have taken the lead. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. That time a 6-play drive. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Prescott now. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to have a Commanders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing. And that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3. Just get the ball right to the receiver.
It was the hitch route. And tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step like you're driving off the line of scrimmage. Get the defensive back on his heels. Get the ball out to the receiver. And he does the rest.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Here's Pollard again. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Here's Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 33. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From the 29, Prescott. Looking for McLaurin.
Come on, man,
and he's
right
got
there.
it. And
Shit.
he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Tyler Higbee. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Extra point forthcoming.
That should be cheating. You know what you're doing.
He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And Cooper is going to remain in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The New Orleans offense set to take over. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
73 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On play action, Mills. Catch is made
My
by
rollout.
Marquise Brown. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. The busy night continues for Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. A give up the middle to Gibson. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the 1st half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run it with Kamara. And this time he is in. Alvin Kamara as the 1st half is winding down. And the Saints have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half. So they brought the extra bulk in down to the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat. Chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Lutz with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Washington going to go on offense one last time in this 1st half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. He'll just
Good
push
job.
his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, this is the second of 4 games this weekend as we narrow the field down to the 4 teams who will meet in the league championship games next Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round game in the NFC. And it looks like we've got a good one in store, as it's going to be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back
Coach
out
Thompson, I know
to
your ass
Brandon
watching.
Gaudin.
Talking about we gonna lose, but
Okay, Coach, thanks as always.
You know,
This
you
one's
never
still
know.
anyone's game as we welcome you back
you heard
for
him say
quarter
it's still
number
anyone's
3.
game. So go
A
sit down
trip to the
somewhere.
NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
And let me address something too.
Chris
I
Olave
felt
heads back to
insulted.
the field as his
Feeling
guys get
insulted
set for another possession.
by
Good day
Coach
for
Riley.
him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit
'Cause
pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but
He
hey,
accused
it's
me
third
of,
quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
going
He
on the
wants
internet
more, and it just
looking
increases
at
the
internet
confidence of his
plays
team,
and
because every
all
play
that
he
stuff
makes,
there, which
that
I don't
means his
have to
quarterback
have
is
that to
really
do.
feeling good about throwing the football.
To
Probably feels
win
like
the
he
football
can't throw an
game.
incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
And I
he's
can
looking
honestly
really,
say that
really
I've
sharp.
never
And some room to work.
gone on no
And he's
internet
free going
looking at
down
no
the left
plays.
side. It's a foot race.
I've been playing with the playbook that
Touchdown,
the
New
team has
Orleans.
and figured out how to use it.
Kamara, saving his best for
You know,
the playoffs with his
don't have to
third
go on no
touchdown
internet
of the
to look at
game.
no plays.
And the Saints come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Come out. I've got one play that I was
Give him
using
the hat trick. He's
that
been
I
in the end
learned
zone
from
now
Coach
3
Gill,
times.
You
which
toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most
couldn't use
spectacular
this
run he's had
season.
at the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game
So-
of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the
internet
last.
to look at plays or whatever.
Extra point.
I don't have to
And
go on no
lead now
internet to look at no
14.
plays. I'm on YouTube. I don't go on YouTube to look at plays or for the game for that matter. I play it enough. So I've just learned to use what works
After
and
the
what don't work
touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
to play my game. So Coach Riley, fuck you.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Every time he gets on,
First
you
chance
talk
for
about
the
Coach
Commanders
Jules plays,
offense
Coach
now
Jules
as they
plays.
head out for their opening series. in
Everybody
the
got
second
their own
half.
playbook.
And their deficit a little
we've
wider
all
than it
been
was
limited
at
to one
halftime.
play.
Does that touchdown a minute ago
As you
change
can
the
see,
thinking?
the play's
here at
locked
all?
after
I
you
think
use
it
it.
does,
So
at least a little
it's
bit,
not my
because
fault
now
that you
urgency
crying
has to
because you
start
can't fucking
setting in.
use your
You
plays.
can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially.
Yeah, I'm
but you have
ranting
to
and
do it
raving
without
right
pressing,
now.
because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
The run there on first down, going to get him 5 up to
Same
the
playbook
30.
that we use all
It's not
season.
time to get him established, but in
Season.
my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency
So-
here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more
Sorry
plays.
if I found plays that I can use that work.
From the 30
we're
on
limited
second down.
And
Prescott.
what you find. Shit. Use your playbook and you might find some plays that you might can use when you
When
get
you're
in
playing a
situations.
quarterback with some
Shit.
experience
Football
and some
is
moxie,
situational
you
football.
enter the danger
It's
zone
chess.
when you decide to blitz him, because
You have
if
to
he's able
use
to
it to
diagnose
when
as
you
he
out
did
thinking
on
your
that play,
opponent.
he can hurt
Out
you
thinking
downfield.
plays
He
that
reads
you can
defenses
use
so
or
well,
moves you
doesn't
can
he?
make
He really does, and
that
the
your
best part
opponent
about that play
don't
for
make.
him, I don't
So
think that was his
fucking
primary
computer
target.
cheats
I
you
don't think so
enough.
either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers
Call me
fired
no
off the
cheater. I
line
ain't
once the
cheating.
ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission.
I've lost 6 games this season, and I've lost by the computer cheating me on games that I've lost. So,
and they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
It is what it is.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes.
So, no, I don't feel bad.
But oh, so effective. Nice completion there.
But I don't like the fact that being called that I'm, found ways to cheat.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a give here to Pollard. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Going to run again here with Pollard. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Escaping the pressure right. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And they'll work this down inside the 30. From the 29, Prescott. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Prescott yet again. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing, Prescott. Oh, he was hit.
That's a fucking sack. Come on, man. That's intentional grounding, man. That's some
bullshit. He's been throwing the football. We're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And this will be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Commanders are back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive, because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the 1st half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. A first down throw for Mills.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
On second down, Kamara. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you to try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
That one on the guard, Cesar Ruiz. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Mills now.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
There's Terry McLaurin, such an exciting pass catcher as this offense comes out for their next drive.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line.
That's some
He needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
First time they got called for holding.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That goes for a gain of 31.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there.
Oh, shit, man. This guy killing us.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Prescott. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Now Prescott. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now Prescott. And the Saints pressure.
God, fucking defense.
Peyton Turner. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be taken at the 13. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And several days ago, you and I talked with a couple of guys in the meetings about how big is home field advantage? And they kind of downplayed it a bit, but I think we're seeing here today, building up this lead, looks like they're going to win. Why home field advantage in the divisional round so important?
Yeah, they may have downplayed it, but we could also sense it was important to them because nothing has to change. You don't have to uproot anything. Sometimes when you're going on the road, you may have to even leave earlier in order to get acclimated if it's going to be a tough environment against the team you're going to play. So being at home is a big deal, but now they know, at least they feel like it, they're moving on to the championship round. There's got to be no better feeling. They'll get that 24-hour rule in. Enjoy that before they look forward to the next opponent.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there. That's batted down and incomplete.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock,
really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because, you know, the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Reed. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. This a quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington! Terry McLaurin, 35 yards. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Now the try here for the extra point. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. And that flag accepted. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, 4th quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now Mills. Quick hitter to Jalen Waddle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Well, they go with a slant that time, 15 yards and a 1st down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Play fake, Mills. His throw incomplete.
That's
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him,
He's got second and third down to fall back on.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mills on the check down. He finds Kamara. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Off the play fake, Mills. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 35. 23 yards on the play.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 35-yard line. Kamara up the middle. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28.
169 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They might cheat us right here.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Antonio Gibson,
A 13-yard touchdown run.
and the Saints answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Lutz with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. There's Terry McLaurin, such an exciting pass catcher as this offense comes out for their next drive.
What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdowns.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, Prescott. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
With that last completion, CDs now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Prescott. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And out of bounds right around the 20. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Now Dak.
Oh, come on, man. I put over the top. Ain't nobody fucking out there.
Here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter.
Taken at the goal line. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Mills looking to throw it. He's got it complete to Waddle. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Now Mills. Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Mills back to throw. That's to Waddle on the quick slant. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And that is no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dime.
We're going to lose.
Well, what a game this has been, and now overtime will decide who goes on to play in the NFC Championship. And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Well, CD, certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it after the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs. Patrick Mahomes and KC, they score first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football, and people hated that. Now if the game reaches OT, every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And he goes right back to Green. He's got it complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. A nice start for them here to overtime. And maybe the plan here is don't do anything too crazy. Don't try for some big play, Charles. Just move the chains, put the pressure on the defense.
Well, these early first downs are certainly nice confidence builders as they begin overtime, because even though you've just played 4 quarters, the feeling's entirely different when you take the field in OT, because you just want to settle in, as you suggested, keep the ball moving, and rely on your opponent to make that first big mistake.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be second and very short.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes.
That is some bullshit.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders.
51 yards the distance on the touchdown run. And Charles, that touchdown alone doesn't win him the game anymore with the rule changes and overtime in the postseason, but they still went down, scored, got the job done, and now they put it in the hands of their defense.
And with the other side now guaranteed an overtime possession, getting that score was vital. The pressure is now on their opponent, and their defense, they have to play off the momentum the offense generated. One stop, and they end this game.
Point after try forthcoming. And they will take a 7-point lead now. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. Well, CD, in the regular season, they would already be celebrating. Not so simple here in the playoffs. Now they also need to make a defensive stand if they want to pick up the victory.
Yeah, and I'm sure the team would be in favor of just taking the win right now, but in a small way, those defenders are also kind of happy for the rule change, because now, on the big stage of postseason, they're the ones who can come out here and lock down the victory.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's Mills' turn here in overtime. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
This is where the new rule comes into effect. In past years, this game's over. They've got a chance, though, to match touchdowns now. It's first down. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. So we'll take a break with them and be right back. Mills on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, what a game this has turned out to be here. Second possession of overtime. Obviously, Charles, they need the touchdown. And now looking pretty good here in the red zone.
And in addition, they face a very important decision if they do reach the end zone. Kick the extra point, take the tie, and send this game to sudden death. Or go for 2 and let it come down to one last 2-point try.
handoff running left is Gibson. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
What up, Doc? Good, what's going on? No, man. Not what? Yeah, I am off.
Nervous time now, moving the chains, an absolute must. Here's 3rd down. Mills from the gun on 3rd down.
Not today, Friday.
Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, here we go. Now it's gut check time. They need to convert here to keep the series and their season alive.
And obviously, this is their biggest snap of the season. And across the line of scrimmage, how about that defense? They feel exactly the same way. And they know they're one stop from celebrating a win themselves.
She's going out to Florida for the week. Yeah, I got to work. What's that?
Now Mills on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. That was a pretty good job by the defense, I thought, right? I mean, they had to go to their check down, but still were able to get it done for the first.
Agreed. Anytime you can force him to come back to a receiver that's a little bit shorter in the route, you've done your job on defense, but still, they pick up the 1st down and get a fresh set.
Huge 4th down conversion.
You can hear me? You can hear me? Hello? Oh, yeah, I was saying they're not bad. They just
4
they
downs
burn
to
a
get
little
into
bit,
the
but
end
they
zone
ain't
and
bad.
tie this game. It's 1st and goal.
Oh no, that cortisone shot. That's the one for pain. Yeah.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Yeah.
The delay of game, a costly one as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. Mills to throw it. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, I don't know. I have government employee out
Playoff lives on the line. 2nd and goal. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
Pull back out.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. Well, CD, they had the overtime answer. Now the question, do they tie it or go for the win?
Well, the teams already knew. The best teams, they made up their minds before they got to the end zone whether they were going to go for 2 or go for the tie.
Yeah. I don't know the whole story. I just heard about 3 of them, right? Yeah. Yeah, Post Humes last started promoting.
The Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2. They'll turn to Kamara, and he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal
strategy. Wanted to come and visit them, when they deliver the ball.
If you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line.
Yeah.
So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
Charles, what a ball game we were treated to, and in the postseason, no less, with all the drama. This may be the best finish you and I have seen in quite some time.
No, she's leaving this afternoon.
And let's face it, there is no doubt in their minds that they were going to go for it all, and they came out successful. Congratulations to each and every one of them on a truly memorable victory.
Yeah, she's going to Tallahassee. She's going to spend the weekend in Tallahassee and go to Jacksonville on Sunday.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL.
And then she'll be back on Thursday. Yeah, she'll be back on Thursday.
The Saints are winners here, as we say.
Yeah, she's going out there and visit with her for the weekend, and then she all right. She's doing much better. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call hit boys for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum.
Well.
I'm gonna give us some. Let's reflect times. I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way,
it's gonna get dealt with.
Just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly.
Well, he wasn't on campus. It didn't happen on campus. So.
Take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father, but why bother?
Yeah, he can't come on campus.
Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog. We aiming for brilliance. High level, maintaining the building. We making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you.
All right, Doc. Much love. Much love you too, big brother. Oh, Lord, this was a hard-fought game. God, I thought they tried every which way to take this game from us.
I'm a finisher. Many men gonna need ministers. I'm a men in them. Enemies, I'm the enema. I'm a on them just like my keys drop my on a dinner work. My thoughts I keep confidential.
Wow.
It's consequential. Philosophies unidentical.
Couldn't afford to go another let this go to sudden death. We had to take our chances, so I think this is one of the hardest games we had.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister.
Wow.
This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to